What's going on, Vape Nation? Job 131 Vapes is back again. This is my second review of the day, and today we're also doing a review on the Hcigar DNA 30. Alright, so this is a little bit bigger than the Mini, but still vapes just as well. Except I got 10 more watts to work with. So from here, I mean, we're doing the typical thing, going to the zoom view. After that, I'll vape on it and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. So stick around. Alright, so here we are in the zoom view of the Hcigar DNA 30. Okay, this is how I got it. It looks like the DNA 20 comes with the, I guess, a pouch or a case. Get your clip so that you could hook it on to whatever. And that's my dog in the background, don't mind her. And you have the Hcigar logo. Really? Okay, and then you have the Hcigar logo as well on the zipper. So you open it up, and it comes with micro USB charging cable and your DNA 30. So the original, I guess, or the DNA 20 came with some kind of sack or pouch. This one doesn't, but that's okay. So you have, let's take a look, screws for the back plate, your up and down buttons, your power button or your firing button. You have your screen, okay, Hcigar logo this time instead of the Hana mods. It has a little Hcigar logo as well. And then you have your charging port. Yeah, mine isn't really too even, but whatever, that's that. And then on the bottom you have your venting hole. Okay, just to compare it in size to the DNA 20, okay, that is, I mean, they're both pretty small still. Obviously the Mini is a little bit smaller, but still, they're both good handhelds. The Mini is actually a little bit wider, I believe, or just slightly wider, or like the width is just slight. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that is the comparison between the two. I actually like the finish on the DNA 30 better. It's kind of more of a matte finish with a slight texturing on it, kind of like this, I guess, version 2 of these DNA 20s that Hcigar came out with. So I actually like it. It's a slightly, textured slightly, but again, I do like the matte finish. So forgot about this. That's your 510 pin. Slightly different than the DNA 20. DNA 20 was brass. I believe these are silver plated brass contacts, but I'll double check that. But yeah, if we open it up, so we open it up, and immediately you'll notice right away this is actually a Sony VTC4, okay, which is pretty cool. Comes with a quality battery for it. You'll notice as well that it doesn't come with that I guess plastic screen that you see on, I guess, other ones. But yeah, I mean, you'll see the hot glue or hot silicone portions for where the firing button and the two up and down arrow keys, and then the charging port, and as well as the main DNA 30 clone board. Okay, but yeah, I mean, overall it's a clone, so what are you expecting? But it does come with a quality battery, so that's definitely a plus. You can see that when you screw everything in, it's not bad. Not really a fan of the way that goes. You have a nice line right on where your dripper or atomizer would go, but whatever. This is the way they have it. So this is a DNA 30, and obviously it goes to 30 watts. We're currently in unlocked mode. You can see there's no atomizer on, so it'll have the message check atomizer. So it goes all the way up to 30, and if you hold down, it'll go all the way down to 7 watts, but it doesn't go below that, and it doesn't loop over or back to 30. So I haven't actually vaped anything on 30 watts yet. I'm actually peaked out at about 26, which is good enough for me for now. But yeah, that's that. If you want to lock it, you click 5 times, so it's locked. In locked mode, if you want to change the orientation of the writing, you hold down both of them at the same time, the up arrow and the firing pin, or firing button. So in right mode, if you keep holding it down, it'll eventually go to left mode, which you'll see right now. So that's actually switched over, so you can see it's upside down. I actually like it in right mode, so I'm going to switch it back. And again, you just hold it down for about 5-10 seconds, and you go back to the mode that you want. If you want it to go into stealth mode, same thing, you're in locked mode, then you hold down the down arrow key, or so your normal mode. If you keep holding it down, it should go to stealth mode, and there you go. Stealth mode being where it's pretty much, it doesn't stay on, it just pretty much goes off as far as the screen goes. So I mean, that's, I don't really care about that. I'd rather just have it on, so again, I turn it on. I don't know how much battery savings you get by putting it in stealth mode, but I kind of like the fact that when I press this button, it goes from there. And I do like right mode because this, I vape on my right hand. If I need to take a look at where I'm at, just take a look, and it's, you know, it's like that. So this is supposed to fire anywhere from 0.3 ohms to 3.3 ohms. I don't know why you'd be firing it anywhere at 3.3 ohms, but that's just me. Now originally this did, or the DNA 20 had some of the DNA 20s, the earlier versions, like mine, had problems firing a K-Fun. So you can see it'll definitely fire on the K-Fun. This is the Hcigar K-Fun 3.1. If you notice too, which I never really noticed on my DNA 20, but you hear like a little buzzing noise, and I hope that isn't anything dangerous. But these are supposed to be regulated, so hopefully it's fine. So this does fire quite a bit, you know, wide array of atomizers or drippers. Omega fires. Hcigar 3D, that fires as well. Again, do you hear that beeping? I hope it's safe. I'm not really too sure which Patriot this is from, but that definitely fires as well. And again, these are all, I guess, above 0.3. I don't have a build on or available right now. That's 0.3. So that fires as well. That's the Atomic from EH Pro. It's a Hcigar Striker. So that fires, and that's at 0.7. So here's my Magma from Infinite, and I mean, if it's supposed to fire 0.3 and up, I don't know if it's just because of the way the pin is or what. I don't want to crank it up there too much. Actually, that fires, so that's not bad. So I mean, there's quite a few different atomizers that'll fire on this now. Whereas, like I said, the main one being the K-Fun never fired. That's a Nautilus, just to show you guys. So yeah, there's this definitely fits a lot of atomizers, different atomizers, but keep in mind it may not fit all of them, only because this 510 connection isn't adjustable, or is not adjustable. So I mean, there may be a few that don't seem to fire. I haven't been able to fire the Still Air clone from Hcigar yet, but I'm going to try a different build. Maybe the 0.34 or what have you is a little bit too low, but for now I'll say that it doesn't fire. But I can't even fire this as well, the Tobe, but again, I think my build's too high for it. I haven't been able to fire anything lower than the 0.4, just to let you guys know as well. But yeah, that is that. So from here we'll go on to the other view. I'll vape it and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. So stick around. Alright, that was a zoom view of the Hcigar DNA 30. What I like about this mech, or this mod, is, well, let's start with the finish. Finish of this, it's like I said, it's a matte finish, a matte black with some sort of texture on it. I like it better than the smooth texture of the first, or the DNA 20 that I had, or have. Obviously, I like the power. I like the fact that you could go above 20 watts and you can go up to 30 watts now. I mean, it definitely helps with certain juices, helps with the flavor. I also like the fact that it has a Sony VTC4 battery included inside, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the steady power, you know, power when you want it. The wattage, I mean, it's really good. As far as what I don't like, first thing being is the 510 connection. Kind of wish that someone find a way to make this adjustable. Most of my RDAs and atomizers do fit on this and will fire, but again, I can see that some probably won't. Other than that, minor things like I said, my charging port inside, you can see it is kind of crooked. That may be an issue later on, but overall the build quality on this is pretty nice. What else don't I like? That's pretty much it. That's very minor. I would think, like I said, most of my drippers and atomizers do fit on this. So, would I buy it? Well, yeah, I bought it. I'd probably, well, now that I have one and I have the DNA 20, I don't know if I'd buy it again, but if you don't have one, I would suggest picking it up. I got this from Community 101 at whackedoutecig.ca for $95 Canadian. You can check their Facebook, Community Vapes. I know you could get like a non-Hcigar or no name or Clapor and stuff from different companies for cheaper. I trust Hcigar just because I like their mechs or their clones of other stuff, and I think their build quality is generally better than most. But if you don't have the DNA 20, I would say get the DNA 30 just for the extra power. Other than that, yeah, it's nice. I like it. I'm glad I have one. I'll probably be getting rid of my DNA 20 just because this one, the build on it and everything like that is definitely better than the initial DNA 20 that Hcigar came out with, at least mine. So, other than that, this is Job 131 Vape saying, keep your wicks wet and thanks for watching.